You're listening to ArTEEtude, a podcast with artists created and produced by Detlef Schlich, a visual artist and ritual designer, living and loving in West Cork, and best known for his essay about the cause and effect of shamanism, art and digital culture. Working in the field of performance, photography, painting, sound, installations, and film, he will dive and discover with us and a weekly creative guest into the unknown and exciting deep ocean of the creative mind.
This is Detlef Schlich, and today we dive into the deep and unknown, exciting ocean of the creative mind. I'm so happy. I'm so happy to speak now with Argentina, because last week we had actually more or less Guatemala, and now we have Pastora Braghini, Pastora Braghini from Argentina. She is as well member of the Love West Cork Artists group, and I promised her that I'll not say she is an artist, because she said, I'm not an artist, I'm an art lover. But she plays the guitar very well, and I hope we can later on edit a piece of her guitar playing into this podcast. We might find ways how we're gonna do that, because we didn't prepare that now. And she does actually lovely photos from Argentina. They are really nice, and I mean, I learn a lot. I learn a lot from Argentina when I see your images on Instagram. So because we became friends through Instagram, and she started then to listen to the podcast, but she will tell by herself actually. So welcome, Pastora, and I mean you can tell actually. So how we met. So welcome, hello, hi.
Hi. How are you? I am. I'm glad to be here and to have the opportunity to thank you, because I'm a fan from your podcast. Some months ago, I've been hearing you as a ritual every Sunday with different people, real people, not hidden behind their nicknames. Yeah. And I was thinking how I get to this account. Yeah. I don't know how I have found it. Yeah, I have curiosity about shamanism. Yeah. And but I find another thing, and what I have found, I like it too much, and makes my Sundays very, very, very interesting. And
that's so nice to hear.
And I think sometimes you may think I'm a bit crazy, because I hear the podcast, and even in the minute I have finished, I give you a devolution, the thing that is in my mind. I want to be spontaneous. Yeah. So sometimes I think that I'm writing crazy things.
Great. That's great. Yeah. I mean, it's really. I mean, if people are writing, you know, so that's the way. That's the idea of this podcast as well, to keep it somehow interactive. You know, I mean, it is actually a personality show, and I started this podcast last year. As an experiment, somehow for myself, as a visual artist, I thought, okay, where are you gonna go with this podcast? What can you do? You know, so what can you achieve? You know, and I mean, it's great. You see, I think as well, everyone is somehow an artist. You know, and due to the fact that this is a personality show, I don't want to have just really perfect artists. I want to have as well people like you who have an eye for art, and who really appreciate art, for instance.
It's like a new. I have told you that I'm not an artist. I'm an accountant. Nothing to do with the art, but some few time ago, I perhaps it's the age I have. I wanted to express myself in various orders of the life. So I am a very shy person, and sometimes ago I have a thinking, and I don't say it because I am very shy. But nowadays, because of the age, I think I'm saying what I feel, even if it is not a good thing, or it is.
What can happen if you say? I mean, you can't say anything wrong. So no. what will happen if you say no? It's great. I mean, let it out. So
that was the origin of. I want to tell you something. So you can correct me, because I have a vice when I talk in English. Sometimes when I don't know a word, I do it automatically. I think the word in Spanish, and I put the word in Spanish with an English accent. So if I say a word, that is an invent, creation.
I'm gonna do the same in German.
So I do a lot of time those kind of things.
I'm gonna do the same in German. Sometimes here my English and Irish fellows don't understand what I mean, but after a while they get to it.
But you seem to be a native. You sound great. You seems to be a native English.
And I'm getting better. I mean, sometimes I'm just confused. So with life in general, and I'm struggling with some words, but in general, I'm getting better.
We are all confused with life. So, for example, my pictures, you have mentioned it. It's my doctor said to me, you have to do exercises. You must walk. You must walk. But the things you must walk away, and you must. With walking, it is good for your health, and it's good for your thoughts, or for your mind.
What do they say? 10,000 steps a day.
But I have a thing that I can't stop thinking. Sometimes I ask my husband, "What are you thinking about?" And he says, "Nothing." It isn't possible to think nothing. It's not. It isn't possible. I'm always thinking. So when I want to walk away to the riverside, I began walking, and I was thinking and ruminating my problems. So it wasn't a relax for me. So I find a way to make it productive. So I take photos. So I'm walking, thinking in the next picture. And that's why I walk, and I don't think when I walk. I am thinking in the next picture, and that's the origin of the picture.
That is so lovely. I mean, and that's why we have this podcast as well, because that's the unexpected ocean of the creative mind, isn't it? I mean, so like for myself as an artist, I use art as well as to express myself. If I wouldn't have art, I would be probably depressed or something, And if you wouldn't have somehow this art to make some pictures, even if you not consider yourself as a photographer, So but this is your thing.
I don't know anything. I don't know anything. It's all intuitive.
Absolutely. But look, but that's great, and it's what one can see is the love what you put behind these pictures, because you think about it, and you think, how could I describe them? Which hashtags are gonna use, and this and that, and
Yes.
all in a sudden, images like this become a personal piece of art, expression of your way of living, thinking, or whatever. So it is art,
I told about this interview to my daughter, and I said, I have told the verbs. I have told Detlef not to mention me as an artist, and my sister says, but you're an artist. You do much pictures than me. Oh, sorry.
Yeah. You see, that's so fun. And don't forget you play beautiful guitar, and you're singing. So
that's another story.
Yeah, but so I hope that we find a way to edit one or two pieces of you into this podcast.
I'd be very ashamed.
Yeah.
No, I love the experience of singing together. I used to go to a chorus, and I love the group. Singing in group, because it's you join with another people that is there because they like singing, and you can sing together. But with the pandemic, the chorus is not possible.
Online?
So, I know it was very frustrating.
Was it
frustrating
the
because
delay?
There's the delay.
Yeah.
So in 2020 we did a video where each voice we had the play in the earphones. And each one in his house sing its voice. And some technical person join I'm going to send it to you. It's a religious.
You know what? If you have it, I might put 5 minutes of that into the podcast.
Okay.
Maybe. I mean that.
Okay, I'll try to find that.
Yeah.
I have to find it in the web because I have changed my telephone.
Yeah.
So I think I don't have it, but I can download it from the.
Or tell me where it is and I download it and put it in. So that's probably the easiest.
The song is a religious song. Christus Vincit. It's the name.
Right. I mean, it's
in Latin.
I'm curious about that actually. I was listening to your Hallelujah song.
Oh, but that's not religious.
No, I know it's from Leonard Cohen. Yeah.
I have a friend. I have a friend that he sings so good, and he has sung in the church for a wedding. That version.
Honestly, so and what did the priest say?
He didn't understand.
Okay.
and they were all delightful with the song.
I can imagine that. So at least it was a nice wedding. I mean,
that Hallelujah. We were three. We were isolated. About the COVID, and we were isolated with my son and my daughter. Sorry, my daughter and my son-in-law. And my son-in-law is a musician. He's playing the guitar.
Okay.
And my daughter and me were singing each one by one behind the other.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but you okay, but you play the guitar too, don't you?
Oh yes, some things. I manage.
Yeah, me too. I was never so ambitious that I had my bands and I've learned during the years to play guitar in order to create my own songs. And but I was never so enthusiastic to learn the guitar like the solo players, you know. So they're getting all the girls, you know, because they're playing so cool guitar. And I said, come on, no. Sorry, Klaus. Sorry. No, but I can help myself as well, and so I'm happy with that. Yeah, so it's enough for guarding me
for expression.
Absolutely, yeah. So that was quite cool. That's great. Yeah, I mean, I would say we are almost at the end of the first, but not yet totally.
Like what you hear so far? Make sure you never miss a show by clicking the subscribe button now. This podcast is made possible by listeners like you. Thank you for your support. Now back to the show.
You are now as well in the Hall of ArTEEtude. You know that, eh?
Okay.
The Hall of ArTEEtude. So I still have to make the max for it. So I can show that now on if I'm gonna do the post editing for the YouTube version, because, dear listeners, the YouTube version comes 1 week later than this version, this audio version. So tune into the YouTube version. It comes next Sunday at 10 o'clock in the morning, and there you can see as well all the stuff what I'm gonna do in my shop. I will post a couple of images and max, and probably as well more. I mean, you can see Pastora live, how she is. maybe I'm gonna put some images of you as well in it, and we can blind it in between. So if we fade it in. They're nice. It's great. I mean, it is so. The last image, for instance, where I wrote it's haunted. You know, it was made yesterday ago, wasn't it? It was after the storm, no?
After the storm? Oh yeah.
So
yes,
it was
during the storm.
During the storm, was it? So
the storm was coming.
Yeah, because listeners, believe it or not, but in Argentina it's very hot. Oh, that was a poem, actually.
Yes. Yes. It's hot.
Yeah.
We have this week 45 degrees centigrades.
How much is it in Celsius? I don't know. No?
Oh, I don't know how 30, to convert that.
35.
45.
Aber not Celsius, Fahrenheit, ne?
No, Celsius.
Celsius? What? In the winter?
Celsius. In the winter it's cold also.
God. 45 degrees. So Pastora, she was happy to get the storm, and we actually we just switched off the fan in her room because we couldn't really hear us. And now she starts.
No, but today it's better.
I hope I don't torture you too much now. I'm melting. I mean, it's not too bad here as well. We have 9 degrees or 10 degrees. I mean, I have my stove on. I have the fire going.
Okay.
And
I envy you.
Yeah, it's nice actually. It's a nice atmosphere. So after our podcast, I will have my lovely evening dinner and all that, and put another briquette on the stove, and and thinking about that, how I'm gonna edit all the stuff in it. We will see. I thank you very much for having you in this show. It's so great.
Thank you for the invitation.
Having Argentina live now here in such a good quality, sound-wise as well, is really great. I would say we're gonna make it. You guys, you could actually add her or follow her as well on Instagram. It is what is your Instagram account again?
Oh, it doesn't mind. You are the artist. Please follow Detlef Schlich and ArTEEtude.
yeah. But I mean, I will put it into my description. Your link. So it would be nice if people can see a little bit of your What is your city, your town? Where are you living?
Concordia. It is in Entre Rios, the province, and it is in Argentina.
In Concordia. How many people are living there?
Nowadays, 107,000.
107,000.
Concordia.
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 Yeah. And I'm gonna put Pastora's actually. I mean, she is as well an I already mentioned that, an Isle of West Cork Artist member. And dear listeners, you're more than welcome to join our Isle of West Cork Artist group, because it's a very lively group, and it is people from all over the world showing their artwork or sharing artwork, what they like, and so you're more than welcome to join us there as well, and becoming part of the Isle of West Cork Artists group. You'll find my other stuff on Instagram at ArTEEtude, or at Detlef Schlich, or at Isle of West Cork Artists on Instagram, or like I said, find Isle of West Cork Artists on Facebook and drop in, join in. First, at the end of this podcast, I have to say that it is a listener support podcast, and if you want, you can pay as well a donation or whatever, to my Red Circle thing. But it's up to you, So I just mention it, Great, Pastora. Thank you very much. I'm looking forward.
Thank you, Detlef.
I'm looking forward to hear the story of your life in the second podcast. Next Sunday.
Let's see next time.
Yeah, next Sunday at 10 o'clock in the morning. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
You have listened to ArTEEtude, West Cork's first art, fashion and design podcast. ArTEEtude, never so close again. That was too close.